Hi everyone, welcome to eVidya Bag channel. In today's session, we will discuss about properties of whole numbers. Already in the previous session, we have seen about the closure property. We know that in this lesson, we are going to study about closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive properties of whole numbers. Okay, means we are going to see addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, for the whole numbers is closure property is applicable or not. Same way commutative property is applicable for whole numbers or not. By using these four things we can see. Okay, same way associative property is applicable for whole numbers or not. Let's see. Okay, distributive property is applicable for whole numbers or not. So we are going to discuss all these things. We have already discussed about the closure property. I think you remember that what mean by closure property. Again, what do you see means commutative property also we are going to see for plus addition, multiplication, subtraction and division. Is commutative property is applicable for whole numbers or not, that is the thing. Okay, let's see about that one. Okay, what see here for the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, if you see once of all, then it is very easy for you to understand what exactly is the commutative property. Okay, see here, if two whole numbers are added, then you will get result is whole number, and if you add reverse also, if you get a whole number, then say that is the closure property. Okay, now addition. See here, if 3 plus 2, add 3 plus 2, if you add reverse also, both are equal, then addition follows. Says that then you can say that addition follows commutative property, Okay, now same thing if you see, if you observe on number line. Okay, draw two number lines here, draw two number lines. Okay, now see here, 0, whole numbers are started from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see for this example only. 3 plus 2, 2 plus 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now see here, 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is equal to, where is the 3? Here, this is the 3. Now add 2 units. 1 unit, 2 unit. This is the answer. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Okay. Okay. Now see here, 2 plus 3. Where is the 2? Here it is a 2. Now add 3 units to 2. 1, 2, 3 units. This is the answer. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. 5. Okay, that is equal to 5. Means it follows commutative property. Addition follows commutative property. Okay. Now let's see first for the multiplication, because it is very easy. So addition follows commutative property. Next move to multiplication. Okay, See, for the same example here, 3 into 2 is equal to 2 into 3. So whereas in the closure property we are using the word 3 into 2 is equal to whole number. If you multiply two numbers, then you will get whole number, then say that is the closure property in the closure property. But in this case, multiplication, in this case 3 into 2 is equal to 2 into 3, then say it follows commutative property. So what do you say on the number line? How do you write? If you see here, okay, you try on the number line, draw two number lines here and try for this. Okay, same way, draw one more number line and try for this. This is the multiplication of whole numbers, and it also follows. See here, 3 into 2 equal to 2 into 3. So it also follows commutative property. Whereas if you see 3 minus 2 is not equal to 2 minus 3, right? So subtraction not follows commutative property. See, for the division also, 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3, right? 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3. So division also not follows commutative property. What is the conclusion here? If you want to understand exactly the difference between whole number and whole number of closure property, whole number of commutative property, see here, closure property, commutative property, what is exactly the difference means? Okay, if two whole numbers are added, whole numbers are started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay, here also two whole numbers we are studying about the whole numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, if two whole numbers are added, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. If you get a whole number, then addition follows closure property. If two whole numbers are subtracted, okay, you may confuse here. For the multiplication, let's see first. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. It is also whole number. Okay, so it also follows closure property. For example, if you see whole numbers, two whole numbers are subtracted. This is one whole number and this is one whole number. If you subtract these, then what is the value? 1. It is okay because it is a whole number, it is okay. If I want to subtract in this way, take two whole numbers, 3, this is one whole number, and one more whole number, 5. Now subtract these two whole numbers, then what you will get? Minus 2. So it not follows closure property. I think you understand. Now see for the division. What about the division? 3 by 2, this is one whole number, this is one whole number, is not equal to whole number. Okay, here this is whole number, whole number, whole number, it is not whole number, so subtraction not follows closure property. Whereas division also, 3 by 2, this is whole number, this is one whole number, but these two are not equal to a whole number, so division not follows closure property. I think you understand closure property. Now move to commutative property. What is the difference between closure and commutative property? Means if you add 2 plus 1, which is equal to 1 plus 2. Okay, if you add a reverse also, okay, same value you will get. 2 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2. So addition follows commutative property. Next, move to multiplication. 3 into 2, which is equal to 2 into 3, reverse, addition of reverse numbers. 3 into 2, again I put here 2 and 3 here, 2 into 3. Okay, both are same value, you will get same value. So multiplication also follows commutative property. Now move to subtraction. What about the subtraction? 3 minus 2, see here, observe, you may confuse here only. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 3. Is these two are equal? Not equal. So it not follows commutative property. Subtraction here, keep in concentrate on these numbers. This is one whole number, this is another whole number. If two whole numbers are subtracted, okay, here also one whole number, another whole number subtracted, then both are not equal, so subtraction not follows commutative property. Division also, see here, 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3. Okay, right? See here, 2 by 3, 3 by 2, you will get 1 point something, whereas 2 by 3 you will get 0 point something. And also whole numbers are not fractional numbers, here you will get fractions, so it is not a whole number, as well as both are not equal, both are not equal. See here, 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3. So division also not follows commutative property. I think you understand about the closure property and commutative property. Okay. In the next session we will see about associative property. Okay, associative property. In the last session we completed closure, today's session commutative property, and also the conclusion of closure and commutative, difference between closure property and commutative property of the whole numbers we completed today. So in the next session we will discuss about associative property of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, as well as distributive property for the addition, multiplication, division and subtraction. Thank you very much. Keep in touch with eVidya Bug channel.